Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Today, I just want to um, just share on one function in Excel. This function is called the AND function. Remember, Excel is a very powerful tool. And because Excel is a very powerful tool, it has a lot of functions. And for this segment, I'll only take you through one function, which is called the AND function. So the AND function in Excel is what I'll look at. And to kickstart, we are going to look at what is called the syntax. Okay. Basically, the syntax is the way a particular thing or a function in Excel has to be written. The syntax is a particular way a function in Excel has to be written. So if you look at this syntax that we have here, there's a particular way it has to be written. So in Excel, the AND function always has to start with the equal sign. Then you have the word and. Then after the word and, you have an open bracket. Then you have the close bracket. But in between the open and the close bracket, you have what are called the logical conditions. So you can have one or multiple logical conditions. So the syntax basically, like I've said, it is a way something has to be written. So if you've seen, I've indicated to say you have to start with an equal sign. So if you miss out the equal sign in the function, then your syntax is wrong and Excel will not be able to perform the function you want. So in terms of the syntax, in most, if not all, Excel functions, you have to start with the equal sign. And then for the AND function, you get to follow it up by writing the word and then the open bracket. After the open bracket, you write the logical condition. So the logical condition, we are saying, this is basically what you want to test. The logical condition is what you want to test, and that whatever you want to test needs to evaluate to either being true or false. For example, you can say, if the content of a cell A1 is equal to 20, what you would do in your logical condition, you can write to say, is A1, this can be a logical condition, is A1 greater than, say, 18? So we've said what is in A1 is 20. So when we check A1 and we say A1 is greater than 18, and we compare it with the value which is in A1, which is 20, it will evaluate to true. Why? Because the content in A1 is 20, and for sure 20 is above 18. So this will return this function, this logical condition will return true. If I had to say A1 is less than 18. So basically, this condition is trying to check what is in A1. Is the content of A1 less than 18? The content is 20, so the content is not less than 18. So this condition will retain a value of false. So like I've said, with the AND function, you can have one logical condition or you can have multiple. So what you need to do is you need to use either the greater than symbol or the less than symbol, the greater than symbol, or the equal sign. Or you can actually use a combination of these two symbols with the equal to symbol. When you use a combination of those, it means even the value that you are using to evaluate is inclusive. If you say A1 is greater than or equal to 18, like I've done there, then you are saying even 18 should actually be used when doing the evaluation. But if I don't put it like I've put there, then I'm saying just check if A1 is greater than 18. So basically, that is that about the AND function. Let me just get to show you how it works out in an actual Excel. So I'm going to my Excel. Okay. So in my Excel there, I can have a column called vegetables. I'm not sure if okra is a vegetable, but I've put it there. I have a vegetable called rape. I have a vegetable called cabbage, okra, rumanda, as well as katapa. Then I have a column which is labeled in stock. That is how much stock we have. Then apart from that, I have another column called sold. Basically, this one is telling us how much we've sold. So if we had to look at how much we had, it's basically this plus this. So which means at some point we had 550 of rep. But in stock right now, we only have 250 and we've sold that. But for now, we are not looking at the sum function, so I won't go to that. So our focus is the AND function. So I said for the AND function, you need to start with the equal to sign. But before I go there, in this particular scenario, what we'll try to evaluate is, let's try to evaluate just based on one condition. Remember I said you can have one condition or you can have two or even multiple conditions, but those have to be evaluated and they have to evaluate to either being true or being false. So let's look at the first one. So the first one we want to say, okay, maybe in our store we have a policy to say we shouldn't have a product being, let's say, we shouldn't have less than 5 items in stock. So if we want to check if we have any product there which is less than 5 items in stock, what we are going to do is we are going to evaluate based on this particular column. So we want to check in stock, is everything that we have in stock maybe above, let me put this at 20. Is everything that we have in stock, maybe we have a policy to say, every time you have 20 or less stock, you need to purchase more. So we want to check if we have any vegetables that are below 20 in stock, and we are using that particular column. So what we can do is we can put the cursor there, type in the equal sign, type in the word and, okay? Because and we are saying it just has to. So let me just run it with one condition, then I'll run it with two conditions, then I'll give you how it checks out. So if you are seeing there, and works with a logical condition and another logical condition or multiple logical conditions. So when you're using the AND function, something can only be true if it is as the condition as stipulated. So if it's not as the condition as stipulated, then it will be false. So in this scenario, the first item we are dealing with is there at B2. So we are saying, is B2 greater than 20? Or if we want, we can even say, you've seen this is a function that we have there, equal to sign and open bracket B2 greater than 20. And just after running it there, just after running it there, it gives us a true. Why? Because we are saying the value in B2 is greater than 20, which is correct. So we can simply drag that up to the bottom, then it will check against everything here. If I place there, the function has actually changed. It has changed to, in the middle there, in the brackets, what we have there, it is evaluating B3, which is here. B3 is B3 greater than 20. So immediately you run the first function here, you just need to drag and drop, then it will populate the function for everything there. So you can tell to say, when you look at this, it's telling us to say B5, which is 10, is less than 20, which is correct. Okay. If I had to put 20 there, it is still saying false. Why? We are saying is B5 greater than 20? It is not. But immediately I change the symbol and I put the equal sign there, it should change, because I'm saying B5 is B5 greater than or equal to 20. So it's either it's greater than or it's also equal to 20. So that's how the AND function works. But apart from that, like I did mention, let me just get rid of these functions that I put here. You can use that function on multiple logic. So I can try to say, okay, is my in stock above this, or is my selling rate above that? So let's say if we want to know, to say in stock, we should have 20 or more items, 20 or more. Then if we want to say in terms of sold items, if we are doing well, then we should have sold 50 or more. So with the AND function, the way it works, this, if it has to be true, then this condition and the other condition, or if there are more conditions, all conditions have to be met, or they have to be true if it has to retain a value of true. Otherwise, it will retain a value of false. So let's get to write that particular. So this will be based on this column, then this will be based on that column. Let's get to write a function, an AND function, which is AND there, open bracket, we are saying is B2 greater than, because we are saying it should be 20 or more. So is it great? Is it greater than or equal to 20? Then a comma, so that we put in a condition for this one, which is C2. Is C2, we are saying C2 should be more than or equal to 50. Then we close the bracket and we say enter. So if we check here, is our B2 greater than or equal to 20? Yes. So this condition also has to be met if it has to produce 2. Is C2, so here is the formula, is B2 greater than or equal to 20, the 20 that we are looking at here? Yes, it is, because 250 is greater than and equal to, is greater than 20. So this condition will be met, the first condition here. We got to the last part. Is C2, which is here, 300, greater than or equal to 50? Yes. So there, when we run that particular condition to give us true, we can now get our cursor, drag and drop there. As long as one condition is not met, it will be false. So here is 75 greater than or equal to 20 is true. Is 20 greater than or equal to 50 false? So the answer will be false. It can only be true when both have been met. In this one, this is greater than 20, but this is less than 50. That is equal to 20, but not, but on the other side, it's not equal to 50. There it is being met. And if you've checked out there, because this we are saying is equal to or more than 50, so the 50 is true, and it gives us a true. So basically, that's how the AND function works. And for today, we are ending there. We can always get to look at the other functions soon. Like I started, we were just looking at the AND function, and we'll look at some more functions in the coming series. Thank you for your time, and stay tuned and get back. Remember to subscribe to our channel in case you just want to watch more videos on Excel and other educational videos. Thank you.